As this new morning gently unfolds, allow yourself to pause for a moment. Before the noise of the day begins, take a slow, deep breath and feel the quiet gift of being here right now. This is a fresh beginning, untouched and full of possibility. Let your heart soften as you recognize the simple blessings around you, the breath in your lungs, the light entering your space, the chance to begin again with intention and hope. Today does not ask you to be perfect. It simply invites you to be present, grateful, and open to guidance. In these early moments, your spirit is most receptive, most ready to receive calm, clarity, and direction. This is a time to gently align your heart with peace, to release yesterday's worries, and to step forward with trust and purpose. As we enter this morning prayer and reflection together, allow your thoughts to settle and your heart to open. Let gratitude lead you, and let guidance shape your steps throughout the day ahead. What if these next moments could set the tone for everything that follows? Your actions, your patience, and your inner peace. Let us begin and discover what this day can become. As you settle into the quiet of this morning, allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. Let your breath become steady and gentle. There is no rush here, no pressure to perform or prove anything. This is a sacred pause at the beginning of your day, a moment to acknowledge the gift of life and the opportunity to begin again with intention. Take a moment to reflect on the blessings already present around you. Some are clear and visible, while others quietly support you without asking for attention. The ability to wake up, to think, to hope, and to choose goodness is a blessing in itself. Gratitude does not require perfection, it only asks for awareness. As you recognize even one small thing to be thankful for, notice how your heart begins to soften and open. This morning prayer is an invitation to align your inner world before stepping into the outer one. It is a reminder that you are not alone as you move through the hours ahead. There is guidance available to you, wisdom beyond what you can see, and care surrounding you even in moments of uncertainty. When you begin your day grounded in gratitude, you create space for peace to enter naturally. As we continue, gently turn your attention inward. Think about the intentions you carry into today. What kind of person do you wish to be in your words, your actions, and your reactions? Perhaps you seek patience where there has been frustration, clarity where there has been confusion, or hope where there has been heaviness. This is the time to quietly place those intentions before the one who knows your heart completely. Allow yourself to hope again. No matter what yesterday held, today offers new chances to choose wisely, to act kindly, and to grow stronger within. Even small steps taken with sincerity can lead to meaningful change. This prayer is not about asking for a life without challenges, but about seeking the strength, guidance, and calm to face whatever comes with grace. As you listen, imagine your heart being gently guided toward what is good for you. Imagine your thoughts becoming clearer, your worries lighter, and your purpose more focused. The peace you cultivate here does not end with this moment. It travels with you into your conversations, your work, and your quiet reflections throughout the day. Stay present with these words and allow them to prepare you for what lies ahead. Something meaningful is unfolding, something that can shape not just this morning, but the way you carry yourself through the day. Let this prayer be the first step toward a day lived with gratitude, guidance, and steady hope. As this moment of reflection continues, allow your awareness to gently expand. You have already paused, breathed, and acknowledged gratitude. Now, Let that awareness move a little deeper into the quiet spaces of your heart and mind. This is where clarity begins to form, where intentions become meaningful, and where inner strength quietly grows. Think about the day ahead, not with worry, but with openness. Every day carries moments we cannot predict. Conversations, responsibilities, unexpected turns, and silent tests of patience. Yet within each moment lies an opportunity to respond with wisdom rather than impulse, with calm rather than tension. This reflection is not about controlling what will happen, but about preparing who you will be when it happens. Begin by noticing your thoughts. They may be gentle or restless, hopeful or uncertain. Do not judge them. Simply observe them as they pass, like clouds moving across a wide sky. In this space of awareness, remind yourself that you are not defined by every thought that enters your mind. You are guided by what you choose to hold on to. Today, choose thoughts that uplift, steady, and bring you closer to peace. Gratitude plays a powerful role here. When you intentionally remember what you have been given, your perspective begins to shift. You may think of your health, your loved ones, your ability to learn, work, or simply begin again. You may think of challenges you have already survived, moments when strength appeared just when you needed it. Each of these memories is evidence that you are supported, even when the path feels unclear. Let gratitude soften the edges of any heaviness you carry. You do not need to deny your struggles to be thankful. Gratitude and difficulty can exist side by side. In fact, gratitude often grows strongest in moments of hardship, reminding us that even then, we are not abandoned or unseen. As you reflect, consider how you wish to move through this day. Not just what you want to accomplish, but how you want to feel and who you want to be. Do you wish to speak with more kindness? To listen more carefully? To act with honesty even when it feels difficult? These are intentions that shape the soul, not just the schedule. Mindfulness is a quiet companion throughout the day. It invites you to be present in small moments that often pass unnoticed. The warmth of morning light, the rhythm of your steps, the sound of your own breath when you pause. When you are mindful, you are less pulled by regret about the past or fear about the future. You begin to experience life as it unfolds, one moment at a time. In these moments of presence, guidance often becomes clearer. Sometimes it arrives as a gentle feeling, a sense of ease when you choose what is right. Other times it comes as a pause, a hesitation that protects you from rushing into something harmful. Trust that this guidance is available to you, even when it feels subtle or quiet. As you move through your reflection, think about the challenges that may arise today. Perhaps there will be moments of frustration, misunderstandings, or fatigue. Instead of resisting these possibilities, imagine meeting them with patience. Patience does not mean passivity. It means strength held with calm. It means responding thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. Picture yourself in one of those challenging moments. See yourself pausing, breathing, and choosing a response rooted in dignity and awareness. This mental rehearsal prepares your heart, making it easier to act with wisdom when the moment arrives. Each time you choose patience, you reinforce your inner resilience. Hope is another quiet force shaping this reflection. Hope is not blind optimism. It is the steady belief that goodness is still possible, even when circumstances are imperfect. Hope reminds you that today can bring growth, learning, and unexpected moments of light. When you hold on to hope, You keep your heart open to possibility. Allow hope to guide your expectations. Rather than demanding that the day be easy, hope invites you to trust that whatever comes can be met with strength and grace. This mindset frees you from disappointment and anchors you in purpose. As this reflection deepens, turn your attention to the idea of alignment. Alignment means that your thoughts, intentions, and actions move in the same direction. When you are aligned, you feel less inner conflict and more clarity. You know why you are doing what you are doing, and your heart feels steady even when circumstances shift. Ask yourself gently, what matters most today? Not in a general sense, but specifically for this day. Perhaps it is showing kindness to someone who needs it. Perhaps it is completing your work with honesty and care. Perhaps it is taking better care of your own well-being. Let that priority guide your choices. This reflection is also a moment to release what no longer serves you. Carrying resentment, guilt, or excessive worry drains your energy and clouds your judgment. You are allowed to let go. Let go does not mean forgetting lessons learned. It means freeing your heart from unnecessary weight. Imagine placing these burdens down, one by one. Feel the lightness that comes from not holding on to everything at once. With less weight, your steps become steadier, your thoughts clearer, and your heart more open to peace. As your inner world becomes calmer, your outer world begins to respond differently. When you approach others with calm and gratitude, conversations soften. When you act with clarity, decisions feel less overwhelming. The peace you cultivate here quietly influences everything that follows. Take a moment now to acknowledge your own effort. Choosing to begin your day with reflection is an act of intention and self-respect. It shows a desire to live consciously rather than automatically. This choice itself is a form of growth. As this section of reflection continues, allow these feelings of gratitude, hope, and awareness to settle deeply within you. Let them become a steady presence rather than a passing emotion. You are preparing not just for this morning, but for the many moments that will shape your day. Carry this sense of calm forward, knowing that something meaningful is unfolding within you. The clarity you are building now will soon lead into a deeper, more transformative connection. One that strengthens your spirit and anchors your heart in lasting peace and purpose. Take a slow, steady breath and allow yourself to arrive fully in this moment. Everything you have reflected on until now has been gently preparing you for this turning point. This is where intention deepens into conviction, where quiet hope becomes living strength, and where gratitude transforms into a steady light guiding your entire day. Feel how far you have come just by being present. You chose to pause when you could have rushed. You chose reflection when distraction was easier. That choice itself is meaningful. It shows a heart that seeks alignment, a spirit that longs for clarity, and a soul that understands there is more to life than simply moving from one task to the next. Now, let gratitude rise fully within you. Not as a fleeting thought, but as a deep awareness. Feel gratitude for the gift of this new day, untouched and open before you. Gratitude for the breath filling your lungs, for the quiet strength holding you upright, for the unseen care that has carried you through every challenge you once thought you could not survive. Each moment you are here is not an accident. It is a sign of care, purpose, and guidance woven into your life. As gratitude settles in your heart, notice how it changes your inner state. Tension begins to soften. Fear loosens its grip. The weight you have been carrying starts to feel lighter. Gratitude does not erase difficulty, but it gives you the strength to face it with steadiness and trust. It reminds you that even when the path is unclear, you are never walking it alone. This is the moment to fully place your trust in guidance beyond what you can see. Guidance that knows your struggles, your hopes, your quiet prayers, and your unspoken worries. Guidance that has protected you in ways you may never fully understand. Guidance that continues to open doors, close harmful paths, and gently redirect you toward what is best for you, even when it feels challenging at first. Allow yourself to rest in that trust. You do not need to have every answer today. You do not need to control every outcome. Your role is to show up with sincerity, humility, and intention. The rest unfolds in its time. When you trust this process, your heart finds peace even in uncertainty. Feel hope rising now, not as wishful thinking, but as a grounded confidence. Hope that today holds meaning. Hope that your efforts matter. Hope that small acts of goodness can ripple outward in ways you may never witness but will always be felt. Hope that no matter what challenges arise, you have the inner strength to meet them with patience and grace. Let this hope fill the spaces where doubt once lived. Let it speak gently to your fears, reminding them that you have endured before and emerged stronger. You are not defined by your past mistakes or moments of weakness. You are defined by your willingness to grow, to learn, and to return again and again to what is right. In this emotional peak, feel your inner strength awaken. Not loud or aggressive, but calm and unshakable. Strength that allows you to remain kind even when tested. Strength that allows you to choose honesty when it would be easier to hide. Strength that allows you to remain patient when circumstances feel unfair. This strength has always been within you, waiting for moments like this to rise to the surface. Picture yourself moving through the day ahead with this strength. See yourself speaking thoughtfully, listening attentively, and acting with integrity. See yourself pausing before reacting, choosing words that heal rather than harm. See yourself walking through your responsibilities with focus and clarity, grounded in purpose rather than pressure. Now, allow your intentions to crystallize. Intentions are not rigid rules, they are guiding lights. Today, you may intend to be more grateful, more mindful, more compassionate. You may intend to protect your inner peace, to guard your heart from negativity, and to keep your actions aligned with what truly matters. These intentions do not restrict you, they free you. Feel how alignment brings peace. When your thoughts, values, and actions move together, you experience less inner conflict. You stop feeling pulled in opposing directions. Instead, you move forward with quiet confidence, knowing why you do what you do and who you are becoming through it. In this moment, allow any remaining heaviness to dissolve. Release the belief that you are not enough. Release the fear that you are falling behind. Release the burden of comparing your journey to others. Your path is unique, unfolding at the exact pace needed for your growth. Trust that timing is not working against you, but for you. Feel compassion for yourself now. You are human, learning, growing, and striving. You will make mistakes, and you will also make progress. Both are part of the journey. Treat yourself with the same patience and kindness you hope to show others. Self-compassion strengthens you far more than self-criticism ever could. As this emotional peak deepens, sense the connection between your inner world and the world around you. When your heart is grounded, your environment feels less chaotic. When your intentions are clear, distractions lose their power. When your spirit is calm, even challenges become opportunities for growth. Let this connection remind you that your presence matters. The way you carry yourself influences the energy of every space you enter. A calm heart can soften tension. A grateful attitude can inspire generosity. A hopeful spirit can bring light into moments of darkness, often without a single word spoken. Now, imagine the moments later today when you might feel tested. Perhaps a delay, a disagreement, or an unexpected responsibility. See yourself remembering this moment. See yourself returning to your breath, to gratitude, to trust. This memory becomes an anchor, grounding you when the waves rise. This is not just a morning reflection, it is a renewal, a resetting of your inner compass, a reminder of who you are beneath stress, beneath expectations, beneath fear. You are someone capable of patience, resilience, and deep sincerity. You are someone guided, supported, and seen. Feel peace settle deeply now. Not excitement, not urgency, but a steady calm that remains even when circumstances change. This peace does not depend on everything going perfectly. It comes from knowing that whatever unfolds, you will meet it with awareness and intention. Allow this peace to expand outward, touching every part of your being. Let it steady your thoughts, relax your body, and soften your heart. From this place of peace, clarity emerges naturally. Decisions feel simpler. Priorities become clearer. Distractions lose their hold. As you stand at this emotional peak, recognize this moment as a gift you can return to at any time. You do not need to recreate it perfectly. Even a brief pause, a single breath, or a quiet moment of gratitude can reconnect you to this state. This is the turning point where intention becomes lived experience, where reflection becomes action, where faith becomes a guiding presence throughout your day, not just a thought held in the morning. Carry this feeling with you now. Let it guide your steps, shape your words, and steady your heart. And as you move forward from this moment, remember this truth. When you begin your day grounded in gratitude and guided with purpose, everything you touch carries more meaning, more clarity, and more peace. As this time of prayer and reflection gently begins to settle, allow yourself to notice the calm that now surrounds your heart. You have given yourself something rare and meaningful this morning: space to breathe, to reflect, and to realign with what truly matters. This calm is not fragile. It is not something that disappears the moment the day becomes busy. It is something you can carry with you quietly and steadily into every moment that follows. Take a breath and recognize how you feel right now. There may be a sense of peace, a soft clarity, or simply a gentler awareness than when you first began. Whatever you feel is enough. This closing is not about reaching a perfect state, but about honoring the sincerity of your effort. You showed up with intention, and that intention itself has already shaped your day in unseen ways. This morning prayer was never meant to stay confined to these moments alone. Its purpose is to move with you into your thoughts, your decisions, your interactions, and even into the silent moments when no one else is watching. The gratitude you felt here can become the lens through which you view the day. The guidance you sensed can become the quiet voice that steadies you when choices feel unclear. As you prepare to step forward, remember that peace is not the absence of responsibility or challenge. Peace is the presence of trust. It is knowing that you can meet whatever comes with awareness and balance. When you carry peace within you, even difficult moments lose the power to overwhelm you completely. Throughout the day, there will be moments when your attention is pulled outward. Tasks to complete, people to respond to, expectations to meet. In those moments, gently remind yourself of this beginning. A single breath can reconnect you to the calm you are feeling now. A brief pause can realign your heart with gratitude and patience. Gratitude, especially, is something you can return to again and again. It does not require special conditions. It can exist in simple moments. A kind word, a completed task, a moment of rest, or even a lesson learned through difficulty. Each time you choose gratitude, you strengthen your ability to see goodness even when life feels demanding. Let gratitude guide your actions today. When you feel thankful, generosity becomes more natural. Kindness flows more easily. You listen more deeply, speak more thoughtfully, and act with greater care. Gratitude quietly transforms not only how you feel, but how others experience you. Alongside gratitude, carry mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present where you are. It is noticing when your thoughts rush ahead or linger behind, and gently bringing them back to now. When you are mindful, you live your day more intentionally instead of on autopilot. You may not be able to stay mindful at every moment, and that is okay. Each time you remember and return to awareness, you strengthen that ability. Even brief moments of presence, while walking, while breathing, while listening, can reset your inner state and bring calm back into focus. As you go through your responsibilities today, let your intentions guide you quietly. You do not need to announce them or force them. Simply remember who you chose to be this morning. Someone grounded in gratitude, guided with purpose, and open to growth. Let that identity shape your choices naturally. There may be moments when things do not go as planned. When delays arise, words are misunderstood, or outcomes feel disappointing. In those moments, remind yourself that setbacks do not erase progress. One difficult moment does not define the entire day. You always have the ability to pause, realign, and choose again. Patience will serve you well today. Patience with others who are also navigating their own struggles. Patience with circumstances beyond your control. And patience with yourself, especially when you fall short of your intentions. Growth is not linear. It is shaped by persistence, reflection, and compassion. Compassion is another gift you can carry forward from this prayer. When you meet others with understanding, you reduce conflict and create connection. When you meet yourself with compassion, you replace harsh self-judgment with constructive awareness. Compassion does not lower standards. It strengthens your ability to rise again. Remember that your actions today, even the smallest ones, carry meaning. A gentle response can change the tone of an entire interaction. A thoughtful choice can prevent regret. A moment of restraint can preserve peace. You may never see the full impact of these choices, but they matter nonetheless. This resolution is also a reminder that guidance is not distant or unreachable. It often appears in subtle ways. An inner sense of ease, a hesitation that protects you, a clarity that emerges when you slow down. When you remain attentive and sincere, you are more likely to recognize these signs and trust them. As the day unfolds, allow yourself to act with confidence rooted in humility. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step with honesty and care. Each sincere step builds momentum toward a life lived with purpose. Carry hope with you as well. Hope does not promise that everything will be easy, but it reassures you that your effort is meaningful. Hope keeps your heart open. It encourages you to keep choosing what is right, even when results are not immediate. This prayer has prepared you not for a perfect day, but for a purposeful one. A day where your inner state matters as much as your outer achievements. A day where alignment is valued over approval. A day where you move forward with awareness instead of urgency. As this first part of the resolution comes to rest, let these reflections settle gently within you. There is more still to unfold. More reminders, more encouragement, more grounding to carry you fully into the day. For now, hold on to this truth. You began this morning with intention, and that intention continues to shape every step you take. As we gently arrive at the closing moments of this morning prayer and reflection, take one more slow breath and feel the steadiness within you. What you have cultivated here is not temporary. It is not limited to this quiet space or this moment of stillness. It is something alive, something meant to move with you as you step into the flow of your day. This prayer was never about escaping life or retreating from responsibility. It was about learning how to meet life with awareness, trust, and intention. It was about strengthening the part of you that remains calm even when the world feels loud, grounded even when circumstances shift, and hopeful even when the path ahead is uncertain. As you rise from this reflection, remember that your day will unfold one moment at a time. You do not need to carry the entire day all at once. Each moment asks only for your presence, your sincerity, and your willingness to choose what is right within that moment. When you live this way, the day feels less overwhelming and more meaningful. Let this morning prayer become a reference point you return to throughout the day. When your thoughts begin to race, return to your breath. When frustration arises, return to patience. When doubt whispers, return to trust. These are not abstract ideas. They are practical tools you can use again and again. Gratitude, especially, is a practice that grows stronger the more you use it. Make space for it in small, ordinary moments. Be grateful for progress even when it feels slow. Be grateful for lessons even when they are uncomfortable. Be grateful for the chance to try again, to do better, to grow wiser. Gratitude keeps your heart open and your perspective clear. Mindfulness will help you protect the peace you have cultivated. When you are mindful, you notice when stress begins to build before it takes over. You notice when your words need softening, when your pace needs slowing, when your heart needs reassurance. Mindfulness does not remove challenges, but it gives you the awareness to navigate them wisely. Throughout the day, you may encounter moments that test your intentions. These moments are not failures, they are opportunities. Opportunities to practice patience instead of reaction. Opportunities to choose kindness instead of defensiveness. Opportunities to respond with dignity rather than impulse. Each choice, no matter how small, reinforces the person you are becoming. Remember that guidance often shows itself after you choose sincerity. When you act with honesty and humility, clarity tends to follow. When you remain open and reflective, the next step often becomes clearer. You do not need to force direction. Trust grows when effort and intention align. Carry compassion into your interactions today. Everyone you encounter is carrying something unseen. Hopes, worries, responsibilities, and silent struggles. A gentle tone, a thoughtful pause, or a patient response can have a deeper impact than you may realize. Compassion does not weaken you. It strengthens your ability to lead with wisdom and humanity. Extend that same compassion to yourself. There may be moments when you fall short of your intentions. When that happens, do not allow self-criticism to take over. Instead, pause, acknowledge, and gently realign. Growth is not about never stumbling. It is about returning again and again to what matters. As the hours pass, let your actions reflect your inner alignment. Let your work be done with care. Let your words be chosen with awareness. Let your decisions be guided by integrity rather than urgency. When your inner values guide your outer actions, you experience a deeper sense of fulfillment, regardless of outcomes. Hope will continue to support you throughout the day. Hope reminds you that effort is never wasted, that sincerity always matters, and that progress often unfolds quietly before it becomes visible. When you feel discouraged, return to hope, not as an escape, but as a steady reassurance that growth is still happening. This resolution is an invitation to live consciously, to move through your day with purpose rather than habit, to remember that every moment holds the potential for meaning when met with awareness. You do not need extraordinary circumstances to live a purposeful life. You only need consistency in small, intentional choices. As you carry this prayer with you, allow it to influence not just what you do, but how you feel while doing it. Let calm guide your pace. Let gratitude shape your outlook. Let trust steady your heart. These inner qualities will shape your experience far more than external conditions ever could. If at any point today you feel disconnected or overwhelmed, know that you can return to this space within yourself. A single breath, a brief pause, a quiet moment of gratitude. These simple acts reconnect you to the grounding you established this morning. As we close, reflect gently on this question. How will you allow gratitude and purpose to shape the way you move through today? Carry that question with you, not as pressure, but as a gentle reminder. Let it guide your choices, soften your reactions, and deepen your awareness. Let it remind you that each day is an opportunity to live with intention, to act with kindness, and to grow with humility. May the calm you feel now remain with you. May the guidance you sought continue to reach you. May the gratitude you cultivated continue to grow. And may this day unfold with clarity, peace, and purpose, one mindful moment at a time.